take care of everyone else, and you avoid the quiet moments when you should be sitting in your grief time. You avoid the quiet moments because what happens in the quiet moments is the grief gets heavier. It gets louder. You keep saying, if I start, I won't be able to finish this. If I had $1 for every time I heard that, I wouldn't be standing here right now. I'd be on the island of the South Pacific with a drink in my hand. It looks like you're functioning in your grief, but what is actually happening is that you're exhausted. You're exhausted. Friends, I'm telling you, I've heard this story over and over again. I hear the story weekly inside the story room. I didn't realize how much I was holding in until I got in here. I didn't realize how much pain I was in until I got here. Because avoiding grief feels much better in the moment than actually going after it. Girl, it hurts. It really does hurt. You don't need more time. You need to know what to do with the time that you already have. You need to know how to process the grief that you're already feeling within the time. You need to be taught, because I guarantee you the things that you were told are not true. And if they are true to you, they're not helping. So what are you doing right now to avoid your grief? Where are the areas that you're avoiding your grief? Because let me tell you this, avoiding grief will not protect you. Avoiding your grief means the grief will stay here even longer. That's what happens when we avoid our grief. But here's the truth. Here's the truth about what I'm talking about today, which is the worst part of grief. It's not only that you lost your person, it's that no one taught you what to do next. No one taught you what your next step is going to be. You don't have to keep doing it the way you've always been doing it. If you need a place to start, talking about it where you can really move it, that's the story room. And we meet every Tuesday at 3 p.m. in the story room. And if you're ready to understand this grief and ready to understand it and start getting it processed, that's the master class. And that's every Friday at 3 o'clock. I have somewhere for you to go. I have somewhere for you to go where I can teach you more, just like this. Let me tell you this. 1 hour of teaching is going to save you hours of pain. Just 1 hour of my teaching will save you hours of pain. Because in the masterclass, I teach for 1 hour, and then we could do a grief share for 1 hour. And you can tell me whatever you need to tell me, and I will help you in the areas that you're stuck. Because this isn't just about getting through the day. This is about getting through the rest of your life. This is about you standing upright. This is about you learning how to do this. This is about you teaching your children how to do this. This is about you supporting your husband, supporting your parents, supporting your siblings. Friends, when Austin died, I thought somebody was coming with all the answers. But to this day, no one has ever showed up. But I'm showing up for you now because I don't want you to be where I was. I don't want you to feel lost, completely lost and broken and not knowing what your next step is. I'm teaching you the next step, and I teach it inside of the grief school, and I'd be so honored to sit with you inside of the grief school. Okay, friends, I'll see you tomorrow. Same bat channel right back here. Thank you, friends.